Before the British came, Indians lived traditional village lives and their economy was based off of agriculture. Farmers did not normally live on the field, but like some Asian countries, they just worked on the farms.
The British East India Company was a company from Britain that wanted to profit off the spice trade. They were a very powerful influence in India, and soon they were controlling all of India's docks, preventing trades with other countries. After a while, they basically just dominated India's economy and imperialized in India. At the time that they came, India was separated into 6 different factions that were constantly fighting. The British decided that if they wanted to make more money, they should trade them guns and weaponry to help them advance their cause. Gender roles in India were similar to a huge majority of countries. The man was the dominant gender, while the woman was the lesser gender. The Indians had strong conviction that the workplace for the woman was the home. Sati was a practice in India where the wife would commit suicide on her husband's deathbed, usually by fire. This shows a lot about India's gender roles. This practice reflects upon their culture, and because they did this, it shows that they thought women were such a lesser gender that they should kill themselves after they served their purpose. While Jayden is drawing this next part, the Mughal Empire was the empire that ruled India before the British came. The British enforced a strict social hierarchy called the caste system. The caste system had 5 parts: the untouchables, the commoners, the merchants and landowners, warriors, and priests. The caste system states that you cannot leave your position, so if you're a commoner for life. To add on to the statement earlier, the British were a superpower that dominated India. They had far more advanced technologies, and even though the British East India Company wasn't exactly a country, it still imperialized India. Culture in India was mainly based around festivals and celebrating love. The Indians loved to celebrate, and their favorite celebrations were weddings. Life in India had a strong sense of community, and everyone was treated like family. When the British East India Company came, they needed factories where they can process their materials and spices. When they made these factories, they offered the job to the locals, which pumped money into their economy, which is one good thing that the British brought. The COP Mutiny was a rebellion of the Indian soldiers against the British. They rebelled for many reasons, but the main one being of the westernization of their country. They felt that if they were imperialized, it would take away Hinduism from their country. Obviously, they lost in that because Britain was a superpower back then, but this was the first step towards freedom for their country. The British imperialized India. It wasn't necessarily a bad thing. By influencing them with all their morals, they helped to shape India into what it is today, with all of its ups and downs. Thank you for watching.